All right, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, want to give all praises, honor, and glory to the Most High and His Son, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakak Wadash. Next up, double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who taught us this truth, and 100% no cut. And also want to send a shalom to the sincere brothers and sisters out there that subscribe to Yahweh, Yahweh Shai, and come back to the obedience. I also want to give a shalom to the brothers that's out here doing the work in all truth, um, righteousness and sincerity and faith and diligence, man, throughout the four winds till you say shalom. And title of this lesson is the plagues are sent and shall not be returned. All right. And we got a current event article. And you see the title, it reads, "The Doomsday Clock says 89 seconds left." Well, that's a second from what they had it at when they last moved it, man. Okay, so we inching, according to Esau's clock, we in the time frame of the end, man. You know, all right. So the end being manifest, you know, it's happening before our eyes, man. It's manifesting before our eyes, okay, and it's playing out right before us, and it's all according to the plans and the intent of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, man. Okay. So let's get into this article without further ado. And it reads, on the morning of January 28 at 10 a.m. Eastern on YouTube, we witnessed the alarming adjustment of the doomsday clock to 89 seconds to midnight. What does this mean? All right, just going to get into it. Experts and government leaders from around the world are alerting us to take action to persuade our governments to turn towards diplomacy to resolve disputes. All right, they want to encourage more talking and less, physical, or less confrontation, right? It says, and restart talks to achieve verifiable agreements to eliminate nuclear weapons. And that's not going to happen, man. All right, because that is nuclear weapons is of the counsel of the Lord, man. Okay, and we know that if it's not of the counsel of the Lord, it shall come to naught. Right, but if it is, surely the Lord would accomplish that what He sent His word out to do. Right, the intents of the Lord's heart will be accomplished. Right, His word don't return unto Him void. All right, so the Lord is in control. The hearts of the king is in His hands, man. All right. It says the Bulletin of the Atomic Scientist magazine, issue number 1 in 1947, had on its cover the first doomsday clock to alert the American public about the destructive consequences of the new atomic bomb technology. The artist created a clock to suggest that we didn't have much time to get nuclear weapons under control. During the Cold War, we remember living with fear of nuclear exchange, but with the end of that era, people's attention turned away to other conflicts. And like I said, that's the will of the Lord, man. Okay, there's no way any forms of diplomacy and talks to settle dispute is gonna happen, man, because the sins have reached into heaven, man. All right, it has reached the true Supreme Court. All right, the High Court. I was talking to a brother about courts today. All right. The Supreme Court, the highest court. The true Supreme Court is the court of the Lord, man. All right, the counsel of the Lord. So, you think you're gonna talk your way up out of fulfilling what you was set out and created to do? That's impossible, man. The very air you breathe is of Yahweh, Yahweh Shai. Okay, and that's who's orchestrating the whole thing. So yes, nuclear weapons, during the Cold War, it was an arms race, all right, between let's say the US and the Russia. Americans and the Russians, man, they were in an arms race, man. You know, what the world was, really. And for nuclear arms, right? Because having the technology to destroy, land masses the size of Texas, and you got a couple million of these, yeah, that's planetary level destruction, man. Okay, so you know that it's coming from the Lord, man. All right, this catastrophic event. All right, because this is the passing away of one kingdom to another. All right, the kingdom is translated from one kingdom to another. All right, so we seeing the end of this kingdom manifest and the beginning of the kingdom of Yasha Allah being manifested. Okay, through this ministry. All right, through the work of the Lord, man. This through much tribulation shall you enter into the kingdom of heaven, man. All right. So with all that and to play, things are going according to plan, man. Things are going exactly how Yahweh Shai intended it to go. All right, intended it to go. It says we remember living in the fear of nuclear exchange, but with the end of that era, people's attention turned away to other conflicts, and people are distracted. All right, and so this doomsday clock is supposed to bring that into remembrance that, hey, we need to talk out our differences because we got nuclear arms we're dealing with. All right, no one needs to lose their cool, so to speak, and set off nuclear fallout, which is gonna it's gonna be guaranteed all the nukes getting shot off if one nuke gets shot, man. Okay, because everybody is in cahoots with each other and everybody is tied in, man. It's tied in. Okay, and the Lord, these people think they done webbed up something really good. The Lord got really them webbed up, man, in a trick bag. Okay, in a genjutsu, man. The Lord got them in a genjutsu. All right, that's something from Naruto, man, making the motherfucker believe that they seeing shit but they not. Making someone believe they seeing something that they ain't. All right, and that's what the Lord got these king's heart in, man, in his hand, in the trick bag. All right. Says the doomsday clock reminds us that humanity is closer than ever to setting off nuclear weapons, and what the scriptures say, our salvation is nearer than what we believe, than when we believe, right? Even Edom is in his left hand craftiness is showing forth that, hey, we in them times of it's a high time to wake up out of sleep, man, and really start paying attention to what's going on, because this shit show is out of control, right? It's about to go boom, right? Everything's finna go pop. It says scientists it says the doomsday clocks remind us that humanity is closer than ever to setting off a nuclear weapons exchange by accident or design, and it's definitely by design. And we're gonna get it after we run through this article real quick. We're gonna get some scripture. It says scientists agree that the exchange of just 2 nuclear weapons would kill millions and set off a nuclear winter that will lead many more deaths through the loss of crops and famine. For example, in 2015, the clock was set at 3 minutes to midnight, but by 2023, it was set to 90 seconds to midnight. So it went from 3 minutes to 90 minutes to 90 seconds, man, which is roughly 1 minute and 30 seconds. I want to say. All right. So we closer than ever, man. All right. And that just ticked. They basically said the clock just ticked. Ain't no telling how many ticks it's going to take within the next coming events with all these chaos that's starting to form, man. It's starting to take shape. Okay, and we in the midst of this shit. So we have to remain in the know, and we have to remain sober and awake, and not sleep as do others sleep, man. Okay, because we have to see what's going on. It's a high time to wake up out of sleep, man. All right, things are going on in the earth, and we have to pay attention. All right, it says the doomsday clock. No, Salakia. It says the resetting of the doomsday clock raises metaphorical alarms that need to be heard around the world, especially in the halls of government in the United States, Russia, and China. 3 nations with the most nuclear weapons, 3 nations already in a nuclear arms race, and exchanging threats and close military confrontations in Ukraine and the South China Sea. So, man, this is, obviously, this organization feels that humanity is threatened and wants to bring awareness to people that may want to encourage their leaders to do to engage in diplomacy, so to speak. But that's so fucking stupid, because the same people that you elected are the same motherfuckers that started the confrontations and wrote it off to give the okay, basically, for all the madness and bullshit to go down, man. For the nuclear arms to even be in production. All right, the okay was given by those elected officials. All right, and higher ups. Really it trickles down. All right, to what you see on the face level, but it get deeper than that. But still, though, the evils, man. Okay, everything is set up. Everything is by design. Even this damn doomsday clock. Right? It says 3 nations is already in a nuclear arms race and exchanging threats. Oh no, we already read that. It says we can confront this existential threat to humanity. So the existence of humanity basically being threatened. And let's look that up to make sure. It says relating to existence, right? So we can confront this relating to existence threat to humanity by contacting our elected representatives in Congress and our president, right? That's not, and I had to read that because that is not gonna, that's not gonna turn back the plagues, man. All right, the plagues are sent. All right, the nuclear arms are created. All right, and without further ado, let's get into the scripture. All right, this is Proverbs 21:1. The king's heart is in the hand of the Lord, as the rivers of water. He turneth it whithersoever he will. All right, so the Lord is the one that's in control and making the moves, making the shakes. Right? It ain't man. Right? People actually think that man is out here running shit according to what they want to do. Nah, the Lord has programmed and gave the instruction, in the slumber, in the sleep, man, as it said in Job, man, and he sealeth your instruction, and he declared the beginning from the end. All right, so everything is laid out. It's just the motions are going to get the motions got to get gone through. All right, just going through the motions. All right, playing it out. Right. Let's see. Let's get this. Here it is. Here it is. Isaiah 54:16. Behold, I have created the smith that bloweth the coals in the fire, and that bringeth forth an instrument for his work, and I have created the waster to destroy. So Yahweh Hashem Yahushai has created these nuclear weapons, man, to destroy, man. All right, he brought forth an instrument for his work, right? So this is the Lord's work, all right. He did that nuclear arms race, the building the weapons, the stirring up war, stirring up jealousy like a man of war. All right, while Yahweh Shai is orchestrating out here, man. Okay, he's waving the wand. He's the ones directing the choir, man. Okay. So there's no way that, diplomacy is gonna get rid of the intents of the Lord. It's gonna stop the Lord from doing what he's gonna do. Standing in the way of the Lord is insane, man. You can't do that. That's prideful to even think you gonna stand in the way of the Lord. You gonna get thrust the fuck through. Jeremiah 50:25, the Lord Yahweh have opened his armory and have brought forth the weapons of his indignation, right? His righteous anger, for this is the work, right? The Lord says, said it. Let's go back to that, man. Isaiah 54:16. All right. He said, for he bringeth forth an instrument for his work, right? So what is the Lord's work? Let's see. The Jeremiah 50:25. The Lord Yahweh have opened his armory and have brought forth the weapons of his indignation. For this is the work of the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, power of hosts, in the land of the Chaldeans. All right, so this is going to fall upon the head, man, of the wicked, man. It's going to grievously fall upon the head of the wicked, man. Okay? So, as the scriptures say, don't inquire how the evil or the unjust shall be punished, but how the righteous shall be saved, man. All right? Because this is going to happen regardless of what diplomatic engagement that these countries might try to deploy, but it's not going to work. 2 Ezra 16, and we're going to start at the top. Woe be unto thee, Babylon and Asia. Woe be unto thee, Egypt and Syria. Gird up yourselves with the cloth of sack and hair. Bewail your children and be sorry, for your destruction is at hand. Man, the Lord cold, man. All right, the Lord cold. So these weapons even being made should be a telltale sign that the end is near. All right, and they're gonna be used. These are being set up for something. There's a grand finale. There's an ending. All right, because why is it the world moving in this direction? All right, all this division, all this ungodly behavior, all this mismanaging the earth and mismanaging of people's selves, man, mismanaging their temples, the bodies that they're in. All right. It says, verse 3, a sword is sent upon you, and who may turn it back? A fire is sent among you, and who may quench it? Plagues are sent unto you, and what is he that may drive them away? Those are the plagues, man. All right? The eyes of the Lord are upon the sinful kingdom, man. And we know that the Lord will not at all acquit the wicked and the Most High hate of sinners, right? And reserve them unto the day of destruction. It says, verse 6, may any man drive away a hungry lion in the wood, or may any one quench the fire in stubble when it hath begun to burn? May one turn again the arrow that is shot of a strong archer? No. No, you're gonna get thrust through, man. You're gonna get thrust through. You're just trying to stand in the way of the Lord, man. All right, just get out the way, fall in line, and hope in His mercy and His majesty and salvation, man, and doing the work and doing what's necessary and what's required to get there. All right. It says the fire. It says, Salakia, the verse 8, the mighty Lord sendeth the plagues, and who is he that can drive them away? A fire shall go forth from his wrath, and who is he that may quench it? He shall cast lightnings, and who shall not fear? He shall thunder, and who shall not be afraid? And here's the point. The Lord shall threaten, and who shall not be utterly beaten to powder at his presence. All right. So the Lord is very serious about, what he's gonna what his word and how he plans how he plans on doing things, right? His and we know that he declared the end from the beginning. Okay, so again, everything is going according to plan, as I keep reiterating, right? So let's get this last precept. We're gonna close out. Jeremiah 30:24. The fierce anger of the Lord Yahweh shall not return until he have done it, and until he have performed the intents of his heart. In the latter days ye shall consider it. All right, so that's self-explanatory. All right, so the fierce anger of the Lord, and the eyes of the Lord is upon a sinful kingdom. It shall not be returned until he have done it. All right, and Lord willing, the Lord do it and save us in the process of that. Lord willing, we be of the elect. That's what I'm trying to say. And Lord willing, this has been edifying. We're going to close out by giving all praises, honor, and glory to the Most High and His Son, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah Kodash. And to the next one, hey, Shalom, Habab Abba, and Kwam Yasha Allah. Peace, Israel. Shalom.